Warm greetings from the high 10. It is Everyday Shenanigans on this Saturday, February 1st, 2020. Thanks for joining me, you guys. I want to bring you an update on the story of Lisa V. Mcmullan, 51, of Chicago, Illinois, resident of Hyde Park. She gunned down a Mr. Greg Reives at a cigar lounge and shot two other gentlemen in that cigar lounge, where she also turned the gun on herself and killed herself. The other two gentlemen, a Lloyd Graham, 55, and Caden Bullock, 48 years of age, they both are still in the hospital. I do not have another update of their situation, but I do know that they're still in the hospital. That was the latest information that I have as of today. This information is brought to you by CBS Chicago. Now, yesterday, there was a celebration of life from Mr. Greg Reives at Proviso East in Maywood, and it was between 6 and 8 p.m. and it was open to the public. Today, his funeral services took place at the Rock of Ages Baptist Church, and that was between 11 and 12, the viewing, and the funeral was 12 to 1 p.m. This information I'm going to bring you is by the Eagle. It is stated that when the police went to Miss Mcmullan's apartment in Hyde Park, they went to her condo. On the wall was written, I hate you too, I want you to die. Naturally, one of those victims was Mr. Greg Reives, that she did shoot and kill in that cigar lounge in Lisle, Illinois. And the other person's name who was on the wall was not an officer, but he is someone that Miss Mcmullan knew. Police will not be revealing his name, and he was not present at the cigar lounge at the time of the mass shooting. It is also stated in this report of the Eagle that she did not attend high school at the Proviso East in Maywood, as it has been reported. And I also told you all that her mother refuted those claims and said she went to Cathedral High School in near North Chicago. And this article is also stating the same, is that she did not attend high school in Maywood, but that she did attend high school in the Chicago area. And that is my update, brought to you by CBS News and the Eagle. If you need verification for the said storyline, this has just been a horrific tale of he said, she said so far, because you don't know what to believe. You don't know what actually transpired. But in this CBS clip from the news, they are saying that they had some sort of relationship. And you can also verify that said CBS Chicago news video on YouTube if you need verification for that. But they are stating that they knew of each other and that they had some sort of a relationship. I don't know what they had going on. I don't know what would provoke this woman to shoot him and the other two people in that cigar lounge. I don't know if the other two were just a casualty of war. I don't know. But it's sad that she took this means to kill these people and also herself. It is sad that also this other person, name will not be revealed to the public, was sad that another person was out there that she possibly could have harmed if she had passed him at some point. You know, as someone said to me, how do we know she didn't already hurt that person? But we know that's not true, because they stated they have notified that gentleman whose name was on the wall. He had been contacted by the police, so he does know of what transpired in Lisle, Illinois by now, and he does know that his name was one of the two names that was written on the wall. What these two gentlemen did to her, I do not know. The status of her relationship at that time with Mr. Reives, I do not know, but it could not have been a good one with he or the other gentleman. I don't know if they had harmed this lady, hurt her feelings, rejected her, broke up with her. I don't know. You know, what sinister deeds went on behind closed doors. I also read something in a Chicago area post where one guy had just met him briefly after he retired, Mr. Reives, at that cigar lounge, I guess, or wherever. at some point, and he was basically speaking highly of him and saying, I don't want negative things said about him. He was a very nice guy, the guy that I met. And I read some things on her Facebook post where she was angry and had some mental issues. And one thing I will say about that is why you can't misconstrue things that people say and do. Yes, she will be judged now because she has killed some people and killed a person, and injured two others. But this is why you can't always still take in what people write on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever, because things can be misconstrued in a text, a meme, a post. Sometimes you can't take things at face value. Now, many people, as I state, will judge what she's written because now she's murdered someone, shot two people, and then turned the gun on herself. My other point is that you don't fully know people. We as people don't like to think badly, the worst of mankind, some of us anyway. That when we hear bad things that happen to our friends and family, we automatically are going to be angry at the other party who exacted revenge or took their life for whatever reason. But one thing people need to always understand is that you do not fully know people. People didn't obviously fully know Miss Mcmullan, that she was capable of going out here, gunning these people down, shooting them, killing one at least, or killing herself. Some may not have known that anyway, or speculated she would have done that. Also, we don't know what transpired between she and these other two men. We don't know how they treated her behind closed doors. So one can judge a Facebook post and say, well, she seemed like she had issues. But maybe that has something to do with whatever transpired with she and the gentleman and other things that have happened in her life. What I'm saying is that you don't know people, so you can't judge what went on in her life at the time. We obviously know something was going on, and it may have been a combination of things that led her to shoot this man, the other people. But we also don't know what those men did, because it is easily to speak highly of people and talk nice about them because we like them, or that we really don't know much about them. But we do not know how they treat other people, how they talk to other people, and what they've done to other people. And it is not to diminish the death of Mr. Reives or the shooting of the other two participants, nor the writing of the other gentleman on the wall that she stated she hated and wanted him to die as well. But what I'm saying is that you don't know people. You don't know their thoughts. You don't know their inner being. You don't know what they're capable of. And you don't know the things they do and say when they are out of your view. And that's all I'm saying. I don't wish any harm on these people because I don't know them. I don't even know this lady. But I also know something went on between she and this man and this other person for her to have this much hate inside of her to where she would shoot this person and murder him. And I don't make light or excuses for what she did because I feel like she should have handled this in a better way. She should have gotten her some help. But obviously, this was her way of dealing with whatever emotional turmoil she had going on inside of her. And many people resort to murder and suicide every day. Every day. And it does not make it right. But this is how they deal with their demons. And this is why people need to take heed when they see the signs that something is wrong. Because just as this guy is saying he don't want anything bad said about his newfound friend or anything about Mr. Reives, well, then someone had to also have seen those same Facebook posts and realized that this sister was in dire need of mental help. And obviously she needed a friend and someone to talk to and check in on her to make sure she was okay. Now, it may not have stopped what obviously transpired last Saturday in Lisle, Illinois, but maybe had someone reached out to her and was concerned enough about her Facebook posts, her talking, something. Maybe she would be alive today and Mr. Reives would also be alive today and those two gentlemen would not be in the hospital. Another update I want to bring you is of the vanishing bride. Yes, honey. Woo. As I told you that this lady just got back from overseas. She made it back. I also let you all know that she was stuttering and then she was shaking, as reported to me by the person who saw and talked to her. She did not look well. She did end up going to the hospital the next morning. I do not know what transpired from that hospital visit. I don't even know if maybe she's still in the hospital. But I just want to let you all know that she did go to the hospital the morning after her coming back from overseas. And I will give you an update on the said information when I get it. I hope she's okay and I hope she's well. But as I state to you, you cannot play around with your health and not take your medicine. I mean, we all in life have gone a time or two without taking our medicine, missing a dose, maybe even missing a month, not being able to get the medicine. Maybe you couldn't afford the medicine, whatever your situation could have been at that time. But at some point, you have to take certain meds, especially for your heart. If you're diabetic, if you have kidney troubles, those medicines you have to have because they were prescribed because you needed them. And the fact that she went almost 2 months without the vital medicine, or at least a month, I don't know when she actually ran out of those medicines, but the point is she became ill over there, and you could see in pictures that she had lost a massive amount of weight, and she looked frail at the airport, the picture that I saw on her way back to the States. It's nothing to play around with. It's nothing to play around with your health, and I don't care what anyone says. No love, no relationship, courtship is worth your sanity, your pocketbook, or your life. Thanks for joining me. Like and share. Drop your comments below, and I will bring you an update on these two said stories. You all have a safe weekend, and thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.